I mean, it can be quite a challenge for us to be able to ask, do I believe that the goodness of God abides in this person or not? And we know that there are some people who, because of psychotic difficulties or being on drugs or whatever the case is, that it's best for us in some of those cases not to try to make a connection because A, we could be injured and perhaps even badly injured to the point of death, depending on what is really going on with that person. So, I mean, that's a whole separate category of those who are severely psychotically affected and those who may be on drugs and whatever else. But whatever, a common variety human being, can we sit down and just talk? Can I find out where are you from and whatever. The simplest of things to, again, make the connection. And say, well, what have you done so far in your life? And do you think you have other talents that you've never really considered putting to use? Anyway, the questions can be innumerable, and that our disposition would be one in which, how can I allow this person to enrich my life? And it just simply by the connection we allow to be established. So I don't know if that's at all helpful, but and yes, there are people who, have no desire to connect. They'll just sit there and tell us endless stories, and there's little or no way for us to intervene in a way that will allow connection to take place. And so we have to decide, well, am I going to sit here and continue to listen to this person's stories, fairly well convinced that it's not going to go beyond that? Because if I sat down with them a week later, I'd probably hear stories again, and perhaps more than likely, the same stories. Now, if we can somehow or another say, you've told me that before, there must be a reason why you're telling me these stories. So, yeah, how we can intervene in any way possible.